Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do another How to Sound Like video. So we're going to try and get the tones on Old Yellow Bricks by the Arctic Monkeys. So before we get started, if you like this How to Sound Like video at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I really appreciate you go and check them out. So Old Yellow Bricks is a classic Arctic Monkeys songs with some classic effects that they're known for using in the early days. And the main reason I actually chose to do a sound like from the Favourite Worst Nightmare album is because Fender recently sent over two guitars, this Mustang and a Durasonic. You've probably actually seen the Durasonic in some of my covers up till now. That's a great guitar, so I thought I'd use the Mustang in this. They're very similar in terms of setup, slight differences, but pretty much the same thing. And of course, Alex Turner used to use his Fender Bronco around this time, the little black guitar, and these get us really, really close. And the Mustang actually has the pickup in the same position. On the Durasonic, it's kind of straight down, but on the Mustang, it's angled a bit, just like on the Bronco, so I thought that'd be a bit better to get us closer. Other than that, we've just got an extra pickup and the fact that we've got a hardtail bridge. Alex Turner's Bronco has like the tremolo bridge, but I've never seen him use it with the tremolo, so this gets very, very close anyway. So some of the effects that we need, around this time they use Proco Rat style pedals a lot. So the Rat style distortion I'm using is actually the Rattler by Jam pedals. This is used for both guitars throughout. Whenever you hear an overdrive / distortion tone, it's just this pedal. I have the same settings for both guitars as well. Other than that, there's two other pedals we need. We need a spinning speaker simulator because they use the Hughes and Kettner Rotosphere a lot around this time. So for that, I'll be using the Big Spender by Danelectro. And we hear it on the little clean chords there that both guitars play, and in combination with something else on the... So to get that kind of volume swelling into the notes for the... I was actually using the Synth one by Keeley Electronics. So I have the synth and the fuzz part completely dialed out, so I had the blend all the way off, but then you have an attack control which gives us that little volume swelling, and it's like an automated thing, just like the old Boss slow gear pedals. And it sounds definitely like they use something like this to get that swell, and to get that tone properly for the... It was actually the synth one set up like this, running into the Rat and then into the spinning speaker simulator pedal as well. So the amp I'm using today is my Cornell Romany Pro, which is kind of like a Fender Tweed version on blackface territory, and that's been recorded by a Lewitt MTP440 dynamic microphone. And we had quite a bit of reverb coming from the amp, and I just left this the same for both guitars. So if I quickly just show you what the Mustang sounds like going straight into the Romany Pro for the main riff part, and then I'll kick on the Rat, and then I'll quickly show you what it sounds like going clean straight in with the chord parts, and then I'll kick on the Big Spender. So let's have a look at Alex Turner's parts first. So the first thing he actually comes in with is the part, and then he plays the main riff as well, but all the way through the beginning it's just Jamie playing that main riff. So like I said in the intro, it's just clean, and then we have the spinning speaker simulator, the Big Spender with settings like this for the little chord parts, and then when it goes back to the main riff, I kick that off and kick on the Jam Pedals Rattler to give us that Rat style distortion. So I'll pull Alex's parts isolated from the intro song so you can see and hear exactly what's going on. You'll see the settings of the Rattler on screen when that's engaged, and you'll see the settings of the Big Spender on screen when that's engaged. Okay, so now let's look at Jamie's main part. So we have him opening up the song with the main riff and then the chords again. So again, I was using the Rattler for the distortion, same settings as with the Mustang, and we had quite a lot of reverb coming from the amp still. And then again, when it goes to the chords, we kick on the Big Spender and kick the Rat off. Of course, I'm using my 1958 Reissue ES335 to get Jamie's parts because he was using an ES335 around this time, and he really does nail that tone. It does have Monty's Law output PF humbucking pickups, which are great vintage style pickups. So I'll pull out the main parts. We're going to look at the little overdub afterwards because it is an overdub because we hear the chords underneath in certain parts as well. And you'll see the settings of the Rattler on screen when I'm playing the main riff and the little break riff, and then you'll see the settings of the Big Spender on screen when we're using that for the main chords. So Jamie's main parts isolated from the intro song sound like this. Okay, so now the little infamous lead line that comes in, the little overdub. So again, I had the Rattler the same as before. I just rolled down the volume ever so slightly on the guitar. Then we kicked on the synth one to give us that little volume swell into the notes. And then we had the Big Spender by Danelectro engaged as well. So the Rattler had exactly the same settings as all the other parts. Same with the Big Spender. The only difference was that we had the synth one giving us those really quick volume swell into the notes. So I pull that part isolated from the intro song. Just bear in mind the settings on the Rattler and the Big Spender were the same as all the other parts, and we just had the synth one to do that little volume swell. So because I couldn't find the multi-track for this, I had to record my own bass parts in as well. So for pretty much all of it is clean, but there are some little parts where there's like a little distorted bass tone. So for that, I was actually using the Rattler again with exactly the same settings that I used for the other parts. That was just running straight into my interface, and then I was using an AMPLIFIER bass amp plugin. So if I quickly pull out some of the bass part isolated from the intro song, and you'll see the Rattler on screen when that's actually engaged, but most of the parts are just played clean. So there we have it. That was a look at how to get the tones on Old Yellow Bricks by the Arctic Monkeys. A great song from their favourite Worst Nightmare era. Having the Mustang by Fender to give me that classic Alex Turner Bronco sound is pretty much the reason that it sounds so close in my opinion. These are very unique sounding guitars due to the body size, the shorter scale, and the type of pickups that we use in these. They're kind of wiry sounding, but it really suits the early Arctic Monkeys stuff perfectly. And then of course having the Rattler by Jam Pedals to give us that famous Proco Rat style distortion that they're so well known for using. Having the Big Spender to give us that raw Osphere style modulation for the chords, and having the synth one for that slow gear style attack from the main little lead line all helped me get much closer to the original song. So let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original song and any future Had Sound Like videos you'd like to see me do. Again, there's going to be affiliate links to all the gear I used in this video and to record my videos down in the description. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like that Had Sound Like video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, Had Sound Like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.